From the ashes of a cataclysmic age, a forgotten world whispered from the depths. Imagine a time when the sky burned, and civilizations crumbled, leaving only scars upon the earth. For millennia, the Grand Canyon has guarded a secret far older than its majestic walls, a silent testament to an ancient exodus, buried beneath layers of rock and deception. Beneath the awe-inspiring grandeur of the Grand Canyon, a profound enigma lies concealed. For generations, indigenous legends have spoken of hidden cities, vast subterranean realms, and beings who sought refuge from a cataclysm that reshaped the world. These whispers solidified into a shocking claim in 1909. The Arizona Gazette published an astounding account. An expedition funded by the Smithsonian had unearthed a colossal underground labyrinth within the Grand Canyon, filled with artifacts of an unknown, ancient civilization. Led by a man named Kinkaid, the expedition claimed to have navigated miles of subterranean passages, discovering massive caverns adorned with hieroglyphs and housing an astonishing collection of relics. The implications were staggering, rewriting known history. Yet, almost immediately, the story vanished. The Smithsonian Institution vehemently denied any involvement, and the site itself became shrouded in secrecy. A tale too incredible, too disruptive, to be allowed into the public consciousness, perhaps, or simply a hoax. But the details persisted. Kinkaid described a central cavern, nearly a mile long, from which numerous passages radiated like spokes on a wheel. Within, he found hundreds of mummified bodies, some remarkably preserved, unlike any known to science. These mummies, reportedly of Oriental or Egyptian type, were not mere burials. They were carefully interred, often wrapped in finely woven cloths and accompanied by artifacts that hinted at a sophisticated, advanced culture, far removed from the indigenous peoples of the region. Among the discoveries were copper tools, finely crafted pottery, and weapons unlike any seen before. But most intriguing were the peculiar symbols carved into the cavern walls, reminiscent of Egyptian hieroglyphs, yet distinct, telling a story lost to time. The report detailed immense granaries, filled with seeds of unknown plants, suggesting a long-term, self-sufficient settlement. This was no temporary refuge, it was a carefully constructed sanctuary, designed for survival on an epic scale, perhaps for generations. Then came the most astonishing revelation, a statue of a deity, seated cross-legged, holding a lotus flower, strikingly similar to ancient Buddhist or Hindu iconography. How could such an artifact exist deep within the Grand Canyon, thousands of miles from its supposed origin? The implications were profound, evidence of transoceanic contact millennia before Columbus, or perhaps, a shared, forgotten root of civilization, stretching back to a time before recorded history, when humanity was united by a common, ancient knowledge. The Smithsonian's denial, the swift disappearance of the story from public discourse, and the subsequent silence have only fueled speculation. Was it simply a sensationalized newspaper report, or was a truth too inconvenient, too world-altering, deliberately buried? Today, vast tracts of the Grand Canyon remain inaccessible to the public, designated as forbidden zones or military-controlled areas. Coincidence, or a deliberate effort to guard secrets that could unravel our understanding of human origins? A quick glance at aviation charts reveals mysterious no-fly zones over specific regions of the canyon, not always aligning with known military installations. These anomalies beg the question, what are they protecting from prying eyes above? For those who dare to venture near, whispers of strange lights, unusual geological formations, and unexplained phenomena persist. The canyon, it seems, is not merely a geological wonder, but a living enigma, actively concealing its deepest truths. Could the legends, the 1909 report, and the modern-day suppression all point to a single, monumental secret? A subterranean complex, not merely a cave, but an engineered sanctuary, preserving a legacy far grander than we can imagine. To understand this potential truth, we must journey back, not just centuries, but millennia. Back to a time when the Earth itself convulsed, reshaping continents and wiping out entire species, the Younger Dryas cataclysm. Around 12,900 years ago, a sudden, inexplicable cold snap plunged the northern hemisphere back into an ice age. Evidence suggests this was triggered by a cosmic impact, unleashing unimaginable devastation, scorching the land, and raising global sea levels. Mainstream science is slowly accepting the reality of this event. But what if this cataclysm did not merely affect primitive hunter-gatherers? What if it brought an end to a highly advanced, pre-Younger Dryas civilization far beyond our current understanding? The geological record bears witness to a sudden, catastrophic deluge, often attributed to melting glacier. But ancient flood myths from every corner of the globe speak of a global deluge, a memory ingrained in humanity's collective consciousness. If such a civilization existed, facing imminent destruction, their most brilliant minds would have sought refuge, a sanctuary to preserve their knowledge, their history, and their very lineage. Where would they go? The Grand Canyon, with its immense geological stability and hidden caverns, would have offered an unparalleled refuge. A natural fortress, offering protection from the surface cataclysm, and the perfect canvas for an advanced, subterranean construction. Could the Egyptian mummies and artifacts discovered by Kinkaid be the remnants of these Younger Dryas survivors? A people who, having witnessed the end of their world, sought to safeguard their legacy, deep within the Earth's embrace? The similarities to ancient Egyptian motifs are striking. Was Egypt itself a later, surface-level echo of this older, subterranean culture? A memory passed down, evolving into the civilization we now recognize, still clinging to symbolic remnants of their ancestors? The subterranean labyrinth, as described, was not merely a series of caves. It was a meticulously engineered complex, designed for long-term habitation, resource management, and the preservation of advanced knowledge, a true arc of civilization. Imagine a vast underground network, powered by geothermal energy, illuminated by an unknown light source, and sustained by sophisticated hydroponic gardens. A self-sufficient world, hidden from the chaos above, a testament to ingenuity and foresight. The artifacts hinted at a deep understanding of astronomy, mathematics, and metallurgy. Their tools, though seemingly simple, possessed a precision that baffled Kinkaid, suggesting a technology far beyond the capabilities of their perceived era. The sheer scale of the construction, carving out miles of stable passages and vast chambers, speaks of a civilization with advanced geological and engineering knowledge, perhaps even utilizing methods unknown to us today. Their purpose was clear: to preserve humanity's greatest achievements, to be the custodians of knowledge, waiting for the surface world to heal, to rebuild, and perhaps, to be ready once more for their wisdom. But why did they retreat so completely? Perhaps the cataclysm was not just physical, but also spiritual. A world plunged into darkness, where only those who understood the true nature of existence could hope to survive and rebuild. The sheer audacity of such an undertaking, constructing an entire civilization beneath the earth, challenges our conventional timelines and assumptions about ancient man. It forces us to reconsider what we think we know about history. The suppression of the Kinkaid report, if true, serves a powerful purpose: to maintain the established narrative, to control our understanding of our past, and thus, our potential future. What truths are we truly ready to confront? The Grand Canyon stands as a silent sentinel, its depths concealing secrets that could redefine humanity's journey. The Egyptian mystery, the subterranean labyrinth, the survivors of the Younger Dryas, all converge into a single, suppressed truth. This isn't merely a tale of ancient peoples, it's a profound challenge to our understanding of human resilience, ingenuity, and the cyclical nature of civilization. Are we doomed to repeat the mistakes of those who came before? The existence of such an advanced, forgotten civilization, capable of surviving a global cataclysm underground, would force a complete re-evaluation of archaeology, history, and even our understanding of technology. The Grand Canyon's forbidden zones, the persistent rumors, the lingering questions from a century-old newspaper report, they are not isolated anomalies. They are threads in a tapestry of hidden history, waiting to be unraveled. What if the purpose of this subterranean sanctuary extends beyond mere survival? What if it was a repository of knowledge, intended to reseed advanced understanding when humanity was ready to receive it once more? The military presence, the secrecy, the carefully controlled narratives, are they protecting us from a truth we cannot handle, or protecting a powerful elite's control over our perception of reality and our potential? The Grand Canyon's depths still hold untold stories, echoing with the footsteps of a civilization that defied oblivion. The question remains, will we ever be allowed to hear their full narrative, or will it remain forever entombed? The truth, like the Grand Canyon itself, is vast and multi-layered. It demands we look beyond the surface, question the official record, and dare to imagine a history far richer and far more mysterious than we have ever been told.